On this page, we want to really delve into this idea of floor plan. So in the last problem, we talked a little bit about how we can use a scale drawing to help us create a floor plan or some sort of map, just as we had done here on page 2 when we kind of converted from blocks to miles. In terms of that scaling, we also looked at this idea of similarity if we just had a couple triangles, but then also this idea of like a scale drawing. So now if we have already a floor plan and we know what the dimensions for these areas are, this is kind of an open floor plan, you can kind of decide where you might want to cut things off if you were to figure out the total. In this case, we could either do the total square meters or we could do the total square inches. Feet might be a little more difficult simply because we have both feet and inches, but we are going to look at the bedrooms in terms of tiling these 3 bedrooms with 16-inch. Again, 2 little lines is inches, 1 line is feet. And how many tiles will need to be purchased. So we're going to just look at the bedrooms, and so I'm just going to focus first on bedroom number 1 here. And bedroom number 1 is, so let's see, I'm going to just write out the dimensions. Bedroom number 1 is 18 feet 1 inch. So 18 feet 1 inch by 10 feet 1 inch. 10 feet 1 inch. And we want to convert that into all inches since our tile is in inches. And so we have, there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So 18 times 12 plus 1 more inch is going to give us 217 inches by 10 times 12 is 120, plus 1 more is 121 inches. Okay, so if we convert the 3 bedrooms dimensions into inches, we'll have bedroom number 1 is that, bedroom number 2, we're going to have 103 inches by bedroom number 2 is 14 feet 6 inches, so 14 feet 6 inches is going to be 174 inches. And then bedroom number 3 is the same width, 14 feet 6 inches, or I guess maybe the same length, and then it's 9 feet 2 inches, so versus 8 feet 7 inches. And so we have 110 inches. So this bedroom is just a little bit wider, 110 inches by 174 inches. And so now we want to find the total area. So we can figure out how many tiles we're going to need. So the total area, so if we go back to our calculator, we're going to just use our calculator exactly. Again, if you turn it sideways, you're going to get some parentheses. Some calculators have the parentheses. If you have your just your regular calculator, of course you can use Google's calculator on your computer. So we have 103 times, oops, I'm sorry, not 130. Let's go back to bedroom 1. 217 times 121, close those parentheses, plus bedroom 1, so here's bedroom 2 is 103 times 174, close those parentheses, and then we're going to add bedroom number 3, their dimensions, which was 110 by 174, close our parentheses, equals, and we end up with 63,319 square inches. So our total area is 63,319 square inches. Again, because we're taking inches times inches, so we end up with square inches. And area is always those square units. Now the tiles area, the area of the tile, remember they're 16 inches by 16 inches, so they're square tile. So 16 times 16 is 256 square inches. Now that we have the same units, we can find the number of tile is going to equal 63,319 divided by our 256, and that's going to tell us how many tile we're going to need. And so if we go over to our calculator, we're going to take this answer, 63,319, we're going to divide that by 256, and we end up with 247.3398, and so on. Well, since we're putting tile in, we're always going to have to round up this answer to at least to the nearest whole number. And we're rounding up, so we want this to be 258, because if we rounded down like typical normal rounding rules of 5 or below 5, we would leave this as 247, except that you're going to be short part of a tile, so you're going to have bare floor. So we always round this up. We'll talk a little bit more about rounding in the next couple of lessons, but just to kind of give you a heads up now. So we need 248 pieces of tile. So we need 248 pieces of tile because we need it to round up. All right, and then for the bathroom, which is just this bathroom right here, it's going to be 6 inches by 6 inch tile. So I want you and your team to work on that one to give us an answer to that one as well.